Okay, so in the next few minutes, you're going to learn how to build your own AI executive team. 10 specialist roles working on your own laptop with no code, no staff to hire. And you can build it yourself in an afternoon, or you can have it done all for you in about an hour. Now, I'm going to walk you through the whole thing step by step so you can copy this. Now, you're not just one person in your business. You do the work of about 10 people. Most owners try to fix this by using AI more, but they use it as like a single chatbot. It answers one question and then it forgets all about your business. So you have to re-explain yourself over and over again. And the fix to this is to stop chatting with AI and start directing it like a team. Now, if you're the bottleneck in your own business, then this is for you. And stay around to the end because I'm going to show you a faster, done-for-you way that you can implement this. Now, the real ceiling is not how hard you work. It's that no one can be an expert at everything. And you're probably not a trained marketer, you're probably not a finance person, and there's never enough time for content. So the jobs that you're weakest at, that you never get to, are the ones that often are holding your business back the most. So here's the one big idea I want you to grasp. You can run your business like a CEO with a full AI executive team. The team is built from plain readable files on your laptop, trained on your business. There's no staff to hire, no agencies to pay, and no code to learn. You get to direct the work and the team produces it and then hands it to you on a silver platter for you to approve. So just hang on to that idea because everything from here is about how you build this yourself. So no, this is not about collecting 11 AI subscriptions. It is one AI assistant reading organized notes and acting as different specialists. A quick way to see this is a chat AI answers a question with text. An agent actually makes things like pages, emails, plans, and the agents can also work with other agents. It runs through Claude Cowork on your laptop so your files stay with you. And to really help you understand the structure of this is that it's that everything sits in 4 simple parts. You start with step 1, which is the raw inputs. This is what you feed in, like a voice memo, a transcript, or an image, or a guide, or any other resource that you find. Then that's processed into a wiki as like a shared collection of digital brains. Think of the wiki as like a 500-page manual all about your business, and that the team actually reads this to help you produce your work. And then you have the output, and this is where all the finished work lies. And then the code is where you configure a few tools that kind of supercharge this, gives it access to things like Canva, your CRM, any other tool that's out there. So you can really supercharge your team. And then there are 10 departments. So each one holds skills, which are like step-by-step playbooks for single jobs. So your marketing department, that runs your campaigns, your finance, that tracks your numbers, sales handles your follow-ups, that usually slips through the cracks, content keeps you posting often, and you only build the skills that you actually need. And then there's one role that's different, and that's the challenger. And so the challenger is designed to argue with the rest so that the best ideas win, not just the first idea. Now, the big unlock here is the workflows. The output of one department becomes the input of the next department. So Henry Ford built the factory production line, then McDonald's put it into fast food. Well, you can put that same idea into any repetitive task in your business. This is what turns a pile of prompts into a system that hands you finished work. So before you start building, here's everything that you need. And there's not much to it really. Number 1, you need a Claude subscription. So roughly about $20 a month is good enough to get you started. Number 2, you need to download the Claude app on your laptop. And then number 3, you need to open up the app and then switch on Claude Cowork, which is what lets this entire system read and write files to your hard drive, to whatever location you give it access to. And then step 4 is one empty folder that you set up where your team will live. 5, you're going to get access to a free guide, which has every prompt ready to copy and paste. And this is the whole shopping list that you need. The first build takes about 2 to 4 hours. So here's the whole build at a high level. There are 6 steps done in this order. I'm going to walk you through each step one at a time, but this is so you can see exactly what happens before we get into the detail. You do not need to memorize anything because every exact prompt is in the free guide. You just need to copy and paste it and follow along. And a link to the free guide is in the description. Step 1, You teach it the rules. You paste the first prompt, and that's the one that sets the constitution for your system. It tells AI how to name files, how to connect it, and the 4 pillars that we just covered. Nothing gets built yet. You're just setting the ground rules so that everything that it makes later stays consistent. And so you want to copy that prompt from the guide and paste it in. Step 2 is when you lay down the foundation. You paste the next prompt and the AI builds the empty structure. The 4 folders, the templates, a catalog of every skill you could install. Just picture like a frame of a house. Every room is labeled and ready, but it's just empty for now. This also helps you set up a shared backbone that the whole team will use. Step 3, this is the clever one. It makes the system yours, customized to you. You paste a prompt and the AI interviews you with about 10 quick questions about your business, what you do, who you help, all those sorts of things. Now, from your answers, it decides which skills to build fully for you and which to leave as placeholders for later. So you're not going to be buried in features that you'll never use. It shows you a list to approve before you build anything. Step 4 brings the whole team online. You run one of these prompts per department and then repeat it for each of those 10 departments. Each time you do this, it builds the department and loads the skills that you choose. Marketing, finance, sales, operations, whatever you choose. It feels like watching the lights coming on down a corridor as each room sort of lights up. The guide gives you the prompts and it lists the departments for you to run it for. And then step 5 connects everything. You add the workflows, which lets one department hands it to the next. That ultimately becomes your production line. And then you fill in the shared details that every department reads from, like your brand, your offers, and your memory. And now it's not just 10 separate specialists. It is one cohesive team working from the same source of truth. Step 6 is the final check. You run one last prompt and the AI checks every file and every connection and then repairs anything that's broken. You get a clean bill of health and that's it. Your AI executive team is built and ready to work. Now, those 6 steps use a handful of prompts and they can look like a lot at first. So I've put every prompt and every step from this video into one free guide. Go and grab the link in the description and work through it on your own pace. You can literally build along with this. Now, let me just cover off a few sort of obvious concerns that some people may have. First, you might be thinking, well, will it just pump out generic AI slop? Well, no, because it's trained on you, your voice, your offers, and you approve everything before it goes out. Now, the second concern is, what will happen if I lose control? Like, will it take over my business? It's completely opposite. It only acts when you ask, and the files are in plain text, and you own them continually. And so you can turn them on, turn them off, change them, adjust them however you like. Now, the third concern is, will it message clients on its own and will it do some brand damage? No, it absolutely won't. By default, it writes a draft and then it waits for you to approve it. You can then ask it to send it out to a client, but it will not send it out to a client automatically unless you tell it to. Number 4, will it run up a surprise bill? Like, will you get some bill shock, wake up one day and find it spent $200? Absolutely not. It runs on your flat monthly AI subscription plan with Claude. So if you're only paying $20 a month, that's how much it'll use. Now, you can use your subscription, amount allocation much faster. I mean, if you're running several businesses through, if you're running several AI teams, look, you are going to be using more credits. But you can run more than one team through all this. You just duplicate this multiple times. So if you've got more than one business, you can definitely use this with multiple teams, all from the one subscription account, depending on how many tokens you're actually using. So just think about what this really is. 1 to 2 hours of setup for 10 specialists working for you. Hiring 10 real people would take months. And you have to interview them and train them and then manage them. This is the leverage point. A small amount of effort for a large amount of output. So just imagine this. You're no longer needing to wear every hat. You're not doing every job now. And not every job relies on you finding time to get it done. You're now directing one team. You stopped being the whole team. You now run it. And that is where you shift from operator to CEO. Now, here's what I'd say is that every week that you wait, that you don't take action on this, you're losing hours that you will not get back. There are other people in your field who are already using AI this way, and the gap is widening every month that you delay. AI keeps getting better and better each year, and so the best time to start is now. So here's 2 ways to go from here. Some of you will build it yourself straight from this video and from the free guide. Great, go do that. Now, if you would rather have this built for you, there is a done-for-you version that's available from my team. It's what we call the HypnoBiz AI Executive Team Operating System. My team will install it for you on a live call. It takes about an hour. We'll show you how to customize it to your business, and we'll make sure it's running before we jump off that call. We only take a limited number of calls. So if this is something you're interested in, don't wait, don't sit on this, take action now. Go and book a call with the link in the description. And if this has helped you in some way, if you enjoyed this video, subscribe and leave a comment with just one thing that you're taking away from this video that stood out to you the most.